What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. Today we're going over all the playable multiplayer operators in Black Ops 7. Most of them are going to be free for you to use and unlock. I'm going to show you guys everything that we need to know, an early showcasing of these operators, and they even include crew members, which is like Richtofen, Takiao, Dempsey. These are actually going to be playable for the first time ever in multiplayer. That's the main topic for today. We do have a couple of other things that are currently going on that you need to know about. So if you do find the video informative or helpful at any point, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Let's go ahead and jump into it. So Call of Duty posted this brand new blog post. It said the Call of Duty Endowment Bowl, and many of you guys may not be too interested in it, but there's a reason that you should be interested in it. First off, there's some free rewards that you can claim with this stream. So it starts off after Call of Duty Next, so it's on the 30th, but after Call of Duty Next comes to a conclusion, the Endowment Bowl is going to begin. There's going to be Twitch and YouTube viewership rewards that you're going to be able to unlock. So first off, they posted like this minute-long trailer showcasing and pretty much hyping up everything that you need to know about it. Now, as for the rewards you're going to be able to unlock through this, it starts off with, first you have to connect your Activision account to either Twitch or YouTube. They're going to be live on both platforms, so whatever's easier for you. Then the other way is to simply just watch this stream. So there's going to be a spray called Valiant Visor. There's going to be a new animated emblem called Heroic Hologram, a new weapon charm called Resilient Reactor, and then another reward, which is a weapon blueprint called the Advanced Allegiance. It seems like they may be BO6 rewards, not BO7 rewards, but then there's something also interesting on top of this. So they said while you are watching, you will also unlock a new Monster Energy reward. Unleash the MVP calling card powered by Monster Energy will be waiting for you in BO6 and Warzone, your player inventory. Now, alongside that, they're also going to be giving away Black Ops 7 beta codes, as we've talked about in the past. I told you guys that they're probably going to do a stream to give away some of these beta codes, and here's what they said about that. Black Ops 7 beta codes. You can score BO7 beta codes while you watch Call of Duty Endowment Bowl. Tune into the event following Call of Duty Next and catch beta codes throughout the broadcast. Then you'll be able to play BO7 when the beta starts on all platforms on October 2nd. So the unfortunate thing about this is the beta reward is not going to be a part of the Twitch drops. So those are like guaranteed rewards you get as long as you watch. These, they're going to require a little bit of luck. So they're probably going to pop up some codes on screen, or maybe there's going to be a link that you can click on, and then whoever gets them first will be able to access these codes. So that's one of the ways that you're going to be able to get yourself some beta codes. If this is a way that's like too luck based for you and you don't even want to give that a try, I did make a video the other day going over all of the different ways that you could get yourself a Black Ops 7 beta code. So this is just a new way that you're now able to get one. And then literally the next day right after that, on October 1st, there's also another set of rewards you can get, and these are the World Series of Warzone. These are BO6 rewards as well. So you got a 1-hour weapon and double XP token, which will carry forward to BO7. You have the Banana Splitting Domes, which is the Jackal PDW weapon blueprint. You get a Lone Wolf animated calling card, Grab the Loot animated calling card, Dropping in for the Dub calling card, and then Breaking Plates emblem. And that stream begins at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on October 1st, and then it's available on Twitch. So let's go ahead and jump into the playable operators in Black Ops 7. So all these operators that I'm about to list are going to be available at launch for Black Ops 7. They are going to be free. If it's like past Call of Duty titles, there's going to be like small challenges that you're going to need to complete that you're probably going to end up doing on accident. For example, like get 3 kills with a Semtex will unlock you Emma, something like that. I'm just giving you examples. That's usually how it goes when it comes to unlocking these operators. So here's what it says. Meet the operators. Multiplayer in Black Ops 7 features 2 opposing factions. So the first faction is going to be JSOC. This is led by David Section Mason and the guild commanded by CEO Emma Kagan. So they're splitting them into 2 different categories. Once again, similar to what we've seen with the last couple of Call of Duty titles. Players can choose from over 20 operators across both sides with selection to play as during the beta. So it's looking like they're going to allow most of these operators in the beta. If that is the case, this also confirms that you don't need to do any challenges to unlock these operators. They will be available for you to use by default, with the exception of a couple, for example, beta rewards, as well as Monster Energy rewards, and then the Vault Edition operators. Now, what it says here, Black Ops 7 pits two factions against one another. You have JSOC, a team of elite operators led by Mason, and then the Guild by the CEO, Military Intelligence and Weapons Development CEO Emma Kagan. The playable operators across these factions include, now they don't tell you which operator is a part of which faction like they did with BO6, but here is the image that we have. So the very first operator we have is going to be 50-50. This one you automatically know she's going to be a part of JSOC because she's the new member, a part of that group. The next operator we have is Anderson. We actually saw this operator a couple of times throughout the trailer. I think they were with Mason from what I remember, and they were a part of the campaign. So my guess is they're probably going to be JSOC as well. You then have the crew members, or a couple of the crew members that they show. So first off is Carver. As you see here, he's a completely different version than the one we got in BO6. So it's not like they're necessarily recycling the operators, but they did an update. And if you guys remember the zombie cinematic, they sort of like sucked their souls out and then their eyes started glowing and they now have these veins and things that pop up and they look a lot more pale. That's what it's looking like here. Same thing with Dempsey. This is the version of his skin and he will be playable in multiplayer. We then have Falconer. We've seen this operator a couple of times. If I could find some images, I'll go ahead and throw them up on screen for you guys. But this was definitely an operator that whenever they talked about multiplayer, they would show this person. They were holding a sniper rifle at one point and things like that. Then we have Gray. This is the new version of her. So pale, those glowing eyes again, and then the veins as you see. And then we have Grim. This looks like a pretty sick operator. I don't know who the heck this person is, but they definitely look pretty sick. And then you have Harper. Now, the thing about Harper is this is the Vault Edition version that they're showcasing here. So it doesn't seem like there's going to be a regular or default version of him. That means that he may get his own exclusive season and they may bring in an operator. And if you don't have the Vault Edition, chances are you might not be able to play with him. Now, going on to the other operators and images that they have provided, we have Gerardo. He definitely looks like he's going to be a part of the guild instead of like JSOC. I don't know why, something just tells me that. We then have Kagan. Obviously, they've confirmed she's the one leading the guild and she's going to be the one on that side. And that's what she looks like. We then have Karma. So once again, the Karma version of the operator you're looking at here is the Vault Edition. So chances are if you want to play as her, you'll need to get the Vault Edition or else there's no other variant of her that will be available or any like free version. Then you have Mason. This is the default Mason operator style. We've seen it in the campaign. It looks like this is the version that will also be available for you to use. Very similar to how like Troy Marshall had his default operator available. Then we have some more members of the crew. So we got Maya, once again, pale, eyes colored, veins popping out. Same thing with Nikolai. This is what he looks like and he will be playable for the first time ever. And then we have Razor. I believe Razor is actually a good guy and he's one of the newest recruits, so he's going to be a part of JSOC. And then we also have Reaper. Once again, you will need the Vault Edition if you want to play as this person. Now, the next image that we have here showcases the last final operators we got. So this first one is Richtofen, and with this version of him, I'm very curious to see what type of things he's going to say with his voice lines. And then seeing Richtofen finally available in multiplayer is actually pretty crazy. Then the next operator we have is Samuels. He is obviously a part of JSOC. He's going to be in the campaign and in the story. This is also the gear that he was using in the campaign. So it's just like the default version of him. We then have Takiyao. He is also coming in for the first time ever. And I'm also curious to see what they do with his voice lines as well. And then the next operator we have is Ted. So once again, this is the version where they made him look like the OG Ted, but there's also going to be the other variant that's available in the Vault Edition that they originally had and then did a makeover to. So Ted is going to be one of the only operators so far here that's going to start off with two different skins if you own the Vault Edition. Now, if you don't have the Vault Edition, then you're not going to be able to use this operator either. And then we have Vermac. This was an operator shown multiple different times. We've seen him in the trailer. There was a couple of images that we got to see him in. And he was actually one of the first operators that was showcased when multiplayer sort of got leaked. And then the next one we have is Weaver. This is his version and what he looks like. And then after that, going on to the next operator, this is Wei Lin. So she is going to be a Chinese operator. And this is one of, it seems like it's going to be like a fan favorite because this is the only operator they actually gave a description for over on the Call of Duty Chinese Twitter. They ended up posting a short description about her. They also posted another image. So more than likely, she's probably going to end up being the Maya of Black Ops 7. So she's going to get all the operator bundles and things like that. That's just a guess. But from what it seems like, the love they're already showing her, I think she's going to be the one getting a lot of these operators. And then the last one that we have is Zaveri. Not entirely sure if she's going to be a part of JSOC or a part of the guild, but these are all the operators that are going to be playable at launch of Black Ops 7. In the beta, the majority of these should be available. Remember, yesterday we talked about how in the Vault Edition, they mentioned that they may not be available in the beta. So you're not going to be able to play as like Tad and Harper and those, but the rest will be available for you to use. And in here, they don't tell us what the challenges are or if there are any challenges in order to unlock them. So hopefully there's nothing you have to do. You simply just load up the game and all these operators will be available for you to use and unlock. Anyways, what are your thoughts and opinions on the operators for Black Ops 7's launch? Should Call of Duty keep them like this? Or do you think they're going to start bringing in shark skins and Teletubby operators and all these different things and just completely ruin them? But anyways, that is all that I got for you guys here in today's video. Thank you guys for tuning in, and hopefully I'll be seeing you guys back on the channel again. Peace.